The same year Chuck Jones created Ghost Wanted, Tex Avery created a sensation with his cartoon A Wild Hare. It is now considered the first true Bugs Bunny cartoon because Tex refined the rabbit's personality. The following year, in an attempt to duplicate that success, Avery created a similar story starring a quail instead of the rabbit. In Crackpot Quail, the main character is so similar to the bunny that he even utters a Bugs-like phrase.
What do you say, Doc?
Only one cartoon was ever made starring this crazy quail.
You're right!
And now, the cartoon known as Bugs Bunny in a quail suit, Crackpot Quail. Now it's time for ToonHeads Trivia. Tonight's last cartoon is not quite a one-tune wonder because 40 years after Chuck Jones created One Froggy Evening, he directed the sequel, Another Froggy Evening. But the little green star who launched an entire network is still considered the ultimate one-tune wonder. In the first Michigan J. Frog cartoon from 1955, a futuristic construction worker opens the cornerstone of an old building. Who is the building named after? Find out when ToonHeads returns in just a moment.
You're watching Boomerang from Cartoon Network.
Welcome back to ToonHeads Trivia. In One Froggy Evening, a construction worker opens the cornerstone of the Tregoweeth Brown building. Who is Tregoweeth Brown? He is the Warner Brothers animation film editor, Treg Brown. And now the ultimate one-tune wonder, Michigan J. Frog's One Froggy Evening. Watch these and other great cartoons on the Acme Hour, right here on Cartoon Network.
This has been Boomerang from Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's Super Friends on Boomerang from Cartoon Network.
What would you say if Boomerang added more of your favorites to our day? More Scooby-Doo.
Yo! I've been voodooed!
More Tom and Jerry. More Looney Tunes.
Happy birthday, you thing from another world, you.
And now, Boomerang is the only place you can see the Jetsons and the Flintstones. We're showing more of the classic cartoons you love, only on Boomerang from Cartoon Network. It's all coming back to you.
This week on Friday!
Tommy and I chat with the cast of Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. We've got brand new episodes of Codename Kids Next Door at 6:30 and 10, and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends at 7 and 10:30. And don't miss the Cartoon Network premiere of Aloha Scooby-Doo at 8.
It looks like we've got another mystery on our hands. This Friday, starting at 6:30, right here on Cartoon Network.
Tom is a cat. Shifty, clever, reflexes like, well, a cat. He faces danger head-on, taking any manner of blows like a true competitor. Jerry is a mouse. Resourceful, witty, and quick. Jerry would rather use his charm to lure a feline foe into his trap, but when necessary, he is quite handy with a short piece of pipe. Now, see more of your favorites, Tom and Jerry, on Boomerang from Cartoon Network. It's all coming back to you.
This is the Superfriends on Boomerang from Cartoon Network.
This is Boomerang from Cartoon Network.
Welcome to ToonHeads. Tonight we look at one of the most unlikely of cartoon rivalries, the Battle of the Bookworms. The competition between MGM and Warner Brothers was intense. Both animation studios were constantly trying to come up with new cartoon stars. At about the same time, they both created a bookworm character. MGM teamed up their new Nightcrawler with a dopey black raven intent on eating the little hero. Simultaneously across town, Chuck Jones was creating his own bookworm character at Warner Brothers. First up tonight, the 1939 MGM cartoon, The Bookworm. The same year that MGM released The Bookworm, Chuck Jones was across town creating a sidekick for his first cartoon star, Sniffles. The Warner Brothers mouse had already starred in 2 cartoons when Jones added his newest character to the mix. And now, Sniffles and the Bookworm. Now it's time for ToonHeads Trivia. 2 years after Chuck Jones created his bookworm character, Friz Freleng decided to create a cartoon Nightcrawler of his own. His worm was a caricature of a popular radio and movie comedian. Can you name the comedian Freleng based his character on? We'll have the answer when ToonHeads returns in just a moment.
You're watching Boomerang from Cartoon Network.
Welcome back to ToonHeads Trivia. In the 1941 cartoon The Wacky Worm, Friz Freleng created a caricature of radio and film comedian Jerry Colonna.
Love is everywhere, it's getting in my head.
Colonna was a favorite among the Warner Brothers animation directors.
Ah, yes!
His caricature was constantly showing up in one form or another in Warner Brothers cartoons.
I'm a dear.
And now Friz Freleng's The Wacky Worm. Watch these and other great cartoons on the Acme Hour, right here on Cartoon Network.
This has been Boomerang from Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's Super Friends on Boomerang from Cartoon Network.
The soothing melodies of crooner tunes. Through the advent of radio, crooners enjoyed enormous popularity during the 30s and 40s. Singers like Bing Crosby, Eddie Cantor, and Frank Sinatra became household names. During this same time, Warner Brothers cartoons were constantly poking fun at Hollywood celebrities, including singers.
What's your name, son?
Most of the stars were flattered to be caricatured in a Warner Brothers cartoon, but Bing Crosby did not appreciate the attention. And when Friz Freleng created a cartoon based on a yellow-belly fruit fly called Bingo Crosbyanna, the Hollywood crooner was not amused.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Crosby had his team of lawyers send a cease and desist order to Warner Brothers. They even threatened to sue Freleng in the studio, but never fulfilled their threat.
Well, we certainly got him this time.
And now, the controversial 1936 crooner tune, Bingo Crosbyanna. The following year, Tex Avery created his own crooner tune, but Avery's cartoon was inspired by the famous French play Cyrano de Bergerac, not Bing Crosby. The lead character in Avery's newest cartoon had a small cameo appearance 8 months earlier in another Avery classic, I Love to Sing Up.
Yeah, Simple Simon, met a pieman going to the fair.
And now, the 1937 crooner tune, I Only Have Eyes for You. Now it's time for ToonHeads Trivia. Tonight's last cartoon is considered the ultimate crooner tune. Swooner Crooner is arguably Frank Tashlin's most memorable work of animation. In the cartoon, Farmer Porky auditions several famous crooners to help increase the hen's egg production. Which crooner won the job? Find out when ToonHeads returns in just a moment.
You're watching Boomerang from Cartoon Network.
Welcome back to ToonHeads Trivia. When Porky Pig's hens skipped work to swoon over the newest crooner, Porky auditioned several singers to help increase egg production. After a lengthy talent search, a Bing Crosby rooster came to his rescue. And now, the 1944 Looney Tune classic, The Swooner Crooner. Watch these and other great cartoons on the Acme Hour, right here on Cartoon Network.
This has been Boomerang from Cartoon Network.
Coming up next, it's Super Friends on Boomerang from Cartoon Network. The
Leaping leprechaun, let's go!
A great many people are depending on you.
The Super Friends, today on Boomerang from Cartoon Network.
is Boomerang from Cartoon Network.
Welcome to ToonHeads. Tonight we pull out the carving knife and serve up a heaping, healthy portion of turkey tunes.
Turkey dinner?
The turkey has been a Thanksgiving Day tradition all the way back to the days of the Pilgrims.
Ah, turkey at last.
But the turkey is more than just a meal. So it should come as no surprise that several cartoons were created around the big, clumsy bird.
Well, boys, here I am again.
One of the first directors to play around with the all-American turkey was Hugh Harman in the 1940 MGM cartoon entitled Tom Turkey and His Harmonica Humdingers. Years after Tom Turkey and His Harmonica Humdingers, Tex Avery created his own turkey tune entitled Jerky Turkey. The star bird was based on the vaudeville and movie comedian Jimmy Durante.
Look at that dirt beat, but I'm a novelty.
The Pilgrim Hunter from the cartoon was a redesigned character from an earlier Avery cartoon entitled Big Heel Wappa.
This is the happiest moment of my life.
But doesn't he sound like a certain dog named Droopy?
I'm happy.
And now, Tex Avery's 1945 MGM cartoon, Jerky Turkey. Now it's time for ToonHeads Trivia. Daffy Duck starred in 2 Thanksgiving turkey tunes.
Turkey? Who's a turkey?
His co-star in both never appeared in another cartoon. What was the name of this cartoon character?
Cranberry sauce?
Find out when ToonHeads returns in just a moment.
You're watching Boomerang from Cartoon Network.
Welcome back to ToonHeads Trivia. Daffy Duck co-starred in 2 Thanksgiving turkey tunes.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Both cartoons starred Daffy and a new character called Tom Turk.
Here, pull yourself together, Tom. Snap out of it, snap out.
The first cartoon was followed 2 years later by a sequel entitled Holiday for Drumsticks. And now, the cartoon that launched the short but humorous career of a desperate turkey. Chuck Jones, 1947, Tom Turk and Daffy.
That's all, folks.
Watch these and other great cartoons on the Acme Hour, right here on Cartoon Network.
This has been Boomerang from Cartoon Network.
In 1943, Bob Clampett created his own hobo character with the simple name of A. Flea.
Food around the corner, there's food around the corner, food.
Insect was a fun-loving, resourceful character who could make the best out of any bad situation. Watch this cartoon closely, and you'll notice Elmer Fudd is reading a comic book with Bugs and Porky on the back cover. And now Bob Clampett's debut hobo cartoon, An Itch in Time. Now it's time for ToonHeads Trivia. 8 years after MGM's original Hobo Flea cartoon, Tex Avery resurrected the tiny character for an encore performance. But in the sequel, Tex gave his little hobo flea a name. What was the name of the flea? Find out when ToonHeads returns in just a moment.
You're watching Boomerang from Cartoon Network.
Welcome back to ToonHeads Trivia. In the sequel to The Homeless Flea, Tex Avery resurrected the Tiny Toon character for an encore performance. But in the sequel, the Hobo Flea was given the name of
Homer! Homer!
in tribute to the original cartoon, The Homeless Flea. And now, Tex Avery's 1948 MGM cartoon, What Price Fleedom? Watch these and other great cartoons on the Acme Hour, right here on Cartoon Network.
This has been Boomerang from Cartoon Network.